Henry, what would you say is the perfect situation for you to get your girlfriend?
Oh, fuck off. We're not having this
Actually.
We're not having this conversation.
The fact that
Fuck
he
off.
doesn't drink makes it more difficult.
Why?
Because having your first kiss when you're slightly tipsy is
It's
a lot easier. It's a lot more natural.
Actually, to be fair, I
know.
He doesn't drink anything
but water.
I know.
I actually
Bro,
don't
that's
remember the last time I kissed a girl for the first time stone cold sober.
that's zesty. Though.
I think no.
Ah.
I feel like
fair enough.
you can go on a date.
Are we recording?
Should we
Yeah,
do
we're
it?
recording. Why is he Jerry?
If you know, you know. I don't know.
And guess what? Welcome to the Purple Show. I'm actually going to keep that in. I think we should keep that in. It's me, Tom McManimal. We've got Exotic Isaac. We've got Elk. We've got Carlos Nassib. And we've got Dan Slabhead Maguire.
Dan's having
Dan.
a big one.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well
I feel so insulted right
Sorry,
now.
bro.
Henry.
How dare
Slab
you
him on
compare
wire.
me to fucking...
I think he's more insulted. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's been an interesting week
Flabbergasted.
in the Premier League. The club shirt that I'm wearing, unfortunately, also lost of recording yesterday in the Champions League. But I think let's start with Manchester United, Henry. How's it been for you?
Solid. I'm
Yeah.
quite happy. I mean, I've been involved with Manchester United a lot this week with my uni work. One of the things I'm doing is writing a dossier on Man United, so I have to go into the kind of financials and the performance and stuff like that over the last few years. So I realised, so Jim's put a lot of money into the club. It's about 300 million that he's invested, just into the balance. He just put 300 million into the accounts,
Sergeant Ratcliffe.
based off the Man United quarterly reports which came out yesterday.
Bought it.
Yeah, so Jim he's just put 300 million in. We've still got like
Is that
6.
legal?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the injection of money with the purchase of equity.
It's actually
that's
okay.
what it is.
Yeah.
So all of the money that he used to buy the club will have then been put into.
I think it's separate because I think the Glazers would never allow that to go straight into the club. Like, let's be honest. There's still 600 million pounds worth of debt, but we're operating kind of like at par, which is good. And then we had a solid win at Everton, like 2-0, 2 penalties. Garnacho just doing his thing, like just winning.
How many bloody shots did Everton have?
I forget.
A lot.
A lot.
For Everton, getting
Yes.
23 shots in a game against a big
Everybody
six side is insane.
Everybody shoots loads against us, and
Because
You know what?
it's a
Fucking
massive.
fingers.
Well, Onana was actually
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
no, I don't
He-
disagree, but he has a tendency to not be sometimes.
I think that.
Man City.
No, but Onana.
But he
got
had a
me
great
11
performance against Man
points,
City.
bro. Onana got me 11 points on FPL
Yeah,
draft.
he was on my
It was
bench.
great.
I forgot to change my team. I forgot to put him in, and I lost out.
He's a good shot stopper, but those shots, those pot shots from outside of the box, he saw it against Galatasaray. Like both of Ziyech's goals were
Yeah.
those just random curling, kind of slow shots that
True.
confuse him.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously had some weaknesses, but I also think that the one thing to describe him would be that he's overexposed. He's overly exposed. Like that defense is not helping him at all. Varane's been incredible this season. Like no one's really appreciating the numbers that he's putting out, but like it's just him. It's him, and then it's Onana.
But then you go, why did
Oh,
he get
yeah.
left out of the team? In favour
I've
of
no
Johnny
idea
Evans for so
because for some reason Eric Ten Hag prefers a right footer and a left footer, despite the fact the left back's supposed to play as a centre back. Baffles me.
City
We're
always
not.
had this because we had the Laporte-Diaz partnership, but Pep realised quite quickly that Stones and Diaz worked better, even though they were both right-footed. It just was more solid. You don't
Well,
have to just.
You can be good, comfortable playing in the left channel with a right foot. Like you can, that's something you can do. And tackling and passing are two different things. Like you can distribute with your right foot. But I mean, I've been looking into Eric Ten Hag's tactics a lot for this kind of dossier that I've been doing. This is not an Eric Ten Hag team that we're sitting right now. This is not the same tactic. These are not the right personnel. Like I replaced the only player from this current Manchester United team which got close to getting into a team where if I could buy whoever I wanted. If I could buy whoever I wanted, the only player who got close was Garnacho.
So I thought you were going to say Scott McTominay up top.
As a third choice striker, I'm not pissed with that. But Rasmus didn't get in, Rashford didn't get in, Bruno didn't get in. Florian Wirtz dwarfs Bruno in terms of creative numbers right
That's
now.
amazing.
He is incredible.
Wirtz is
In terms
so
of
good.
progressive runs and progressive passes, no one comes near him. It's incredible. But yeah, but a solid 2-0 win. Great Onana performance, great Varane performance. Garnacho was on fire again, just creating everything. That no one can stop him. It does remind me. I know it's a bit cliche, but it does remind me of Ronaldo when he first arrived, just like bursting off for that.
Can we finish the podcast right now, please?
No. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying it's similar. I'm saying
I know what you're saying.
bursting off
I know
that
what
right
you're
hand
saying.
side.
That's
And
outrageous.
we might be,
Cutting
we might
in.
be mentioning someone in the similar later on when we talk about Chelsea. But
We forget based on the last 5-6 years of Ronaldo, how different of a player since he
Yeah.
had that injury and since he changed his game and moved from the wing to striker, how different of a player
Yeah.
he used to be, and he used to be so unpredictable. That was his
Unpredictable
whole
winger.
thing.
Absolutely. Cutting inside, lots of crosses, lots of dribbles, passes to the byline, and get a shot off. His shot accuracy is really good. That's like 17-18%, which for a winger is pretty high. He's the only player who got close to getting in the team.
Yeah.
But everyone else could be dropped or sold.
Let's move to the other
I'm
side
not
of
surprised.
Manchester.
Yeah, it was a hard watch. I'm not gonna lie. I said to my friend in the first half when we were watching it, I was like, this is gonna be a classic. Like, no defense, just vibes, long balls. Literally every time I looked at the screen, it was just, Nunez is offside a million times. That he hit the post so many times. Ortega saved us so many times. We hit the post. Like, I don't know what it is about Anfield and their magnetic goalposts, but it would explain what Nunez has been doing this season. But yeah, we had
It's just Liverpool, bro. Even against Chelsea.
no, but for us, like Foden hit the post, I think twice. Doku had that.
No, as in like whenever
Oh
you
my
play
God, that was
Liverpool,
so
whoever,
close.
whoever plays
Wait, we need to
Liverpool
talk about
even
this.
Chelsea against Liverpool in the final hit the post like fucking 10 times.
I have that right goalpost on the cop end as my right back in this week's team. Literally, it saved us about 3 times, and it saved Liverpool twice. It's ridiculous, but yeah, no, that was a frustrating game.
Yeah.
They just managed to choke us, and I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know how Alexis McAllister. What performance?
he
Yeah.
played
Wow,
great,
yeah,
didn't he?
wow.
Bro, he's really come into this
Right.
Liverpool team and really taken it like that midfield.
He started slow, but I think he's kind of come into his own now. Now he's dominating.
Yeah.
I think I'm very happy with the draw because it means Arsenal go top of the Premier League, and it means neither of you can win it. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Really sorry, why
yeah.
they-
Neither of us can win it.
Hopefully.
What?
Well,
What's?
Go,
what?
go.
bear with me.
Sorry,
I'm on like
sorry.
bear with me. I'm on like 4 hours sleep, so my English ain't good. But like if we, but like let's be honest, Doku should have given away a penalty.
Oh,
That
That
was-
kick,
No, 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 no,
karate
sorry.
kick to
I
the
disagree.
chest.
I disagree.
No?
I disagree.
No?
His foot was below head height, which is the rule. The ball deflected off his foot. I've watched that replay back, and I've seen what Liverpool fans are saying, and I have no idea what they're on about. It very clearly bounced off McAllister, off Doku, and then Doku made a slight contact.
Slight-
No, but
if
the-
I
and the-
was-
the
if it was
foot's
me
not
on the other end of
properly,
that, I
like-
would be pretty annoyed.
No.
Studs in.
I was very concerned when
I
I
think-
first saw it, but then I was like, oh, that's Stonewall.
Yeah,
Foot
for
high,
me,
da-da-da.
I
But
don't
watching
see the
back
replay,
replays.
but you say they touched the ball. I don't think it's about the violent conduct. I don't think it was violent at
No,
all.
it wasn't
I don't
violent.
think it was
No, it was definitely
I think
accidental,
If he
but-
did touch the ball first and it bounced off to him first, then I think it's fine.
The best example over the last few years that I can think of, it was that United City game, the one where Chris Smalling scored like 3 goals or something to deny us
Yes.
from winning the title.
Oh no,
The
it was
earliest
Pogba.
ever.
Pogba got 2 and
Pog-
Smalling got the winner.
Got the winner, yeah. Ashley Young slid in and literally full force stood to Aguero's dodgy knee that he'd had operations on 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But because his stud slightly clipped the top of the ball, it wasn't given as a penalty. And like the intention, that was dangerous.
That's
conduct.
dodgy.
Because the ball bounced and he clipped the ball, it doesn't count as a foul.
Right. There's
So I think
there's
the rule needs to be looked at.
I was just saying, so David Luiz.
Done it to
Yeah.
David
David
Luiz,
Luiz.
where that
Yeah.
wasn't very
But
nice
like
either, yeah.
there's 2 things to consider here. One, well, if I say that it should have been a penalty against McAllister, against Doku, sorry, then I agree that Young should have been sent off. Whatever. Also, they're both amazing challenges, and I both love to see it in the football. Like I miss these kind of leg breaking challenges. Just karate, Cantona Cantona into the fans, like.
He's so English, so when I saw him get the shirt, the name on the back, I wasn't surprised to see Beckham at the back.
It doesn't even say Messi.
No, it doesn't.
But everybody gets Messi. Why would I get the same as
Oh,
everybody?
you get
Explain
Beckham.
explain
Right,
why.
I will explain why.
Explain why. It's
Right.
stupid, bro.
So first of all,
Funny.
Beckham's the owner. Right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I understand
He's
that.
also an ex-Manchester United player and one of the greatest players I've seen at Old Trafford.
for
Like he's
reasonable
one of the
reasons.
heroes, right?
The best one is the last one.
For reasonable reasons. Okay. Give me the map one.
Do you want to turn
When-
around as well, whilst you do it?
Yeah, actually, I'll show you guys the shirt and then I'll continue. Like I don't know what's the best angle to show you.
Look at the right camera first.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So
Little celebration there.
So Beckham, when he was in the MLS, wore number 23, and he did it at a couple other clubs as well. Like if he didn't wear 7, he wore 23, and also 23.
Like Michael Jordan.
No, but
Not that.
Yeah.
23 is my number, right? 23 is the number that I wear whenever I play football.
When
Yeah.
did you last play football? When was-
That's
well,
that's
a
not
very
the.
good
On the odd
when did
occasion.
you last play football?
It's been a while, but what I'm saying is 23 is my number. Like it's my favorite number. It's the day of the month I was born. Like born on the 23rd. So it's always been my number. Like so, whenever I get a shirt, I try and look for a player who wears 23, but nobody at Inter Miami wears 23. Nobody has that number. So I thought the closest match is probably Beckham. So I'll just get that.
You know what? Actually,
It's
you know
not. It's
what?
not. It's not.
It's not actually that bad.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not.
no.
We'll give it a pass.
Yeah, we'll give that a pass. We'll
Nice.
give that
Thanks,
a
boys.
pass.
Thanks, boys.
I'm a bit cold, mate. How are you feeling? You a bit chilly.
Super cold, man. Goodness me.
What a
Every
performance.
Oh,
What a performance for cold Palmer himself. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to say Jackson intended for that goal as well. I'm actually going to say that.
no, Jackson obviously he meant it.
He meant it. He meant it. Okay, maybe he didn't mean to be in that position if we go like exactly how it happened.
No, but
But he went to flick it,
He went to flick it because it looks from his position it's gonna look like it's coming.
and it was
out.
going wide as well.
Yeah. So for him, it's like natural things like just like hit it on the target, and he got
And
it.
he did.
Keeper was misside or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Goal, bro.
It's a goal, and Cole
Counts.
Palmer then also scored what a shot as well for the second one.
Oh my, yeah, that's a great finish. Cut it inside through the
Through the
legs.
legs.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Brilliant.
This man is good.
And
And
then
the
like-
last one, bro, he was. I want to say he was rapid when he came on. He was like he had like some impact to the team.
who did he remind you of? A little bit.
Little bit. Just a little bit of Eden Hazard. Just a little bit.
Kylo Madrid.
Please,
Just a
no.
little
Take the
bit.
mics off. No.
Just the goal.
The goal.
Just the goal.
The
Just
goal.
the goal.
Yeah,
And
you're
he
allowed
remind-
to say that
allowed
somebody's
to-
similar to another player. He's not going to be. It doesn't mean he's
I'm
as
not
good.
saying-
Modric to Hazard.
But
I'm not saying he's the
mate.
same level as
I
Hazard.
know, I
Behind
obviously
me
know.
of Hazard.
It reminds
At
you.
that moment,
Things
that moment
remind
got
you
it.
of another player. They
Yeah.
can be like a lower form of that player, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
Like Garnacho.
exactly.
Ronaldo.
Garnacho is not Ronaldo.
I know,
But
mate. I
it's
know.
similar.
Fucking hell.
When
It's
he
the
megs
style.
Megs the centre back, goes past the keeper and puts it in the net.
It's
Then
very
remind you of
much
Hazard.
like
When
Hazard.
a player does that.
Close control.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Things.
Bro, the nutmeg is so perfect
Yeah.
as well because
Yeah.
there's only enough space for the perfect placement of the ball through his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you got, no one else is getting that right, and to do it that quickly as well was very impressive.
No,
Then
but for me, bro, Sterling can go, man. Like,
Yeah.
he can go. He's start the season.
Yeah.
Saudi, here he goes.
Hopefully,
Mate,
bro.
that would actually be
Got, like, good
perfect.
money as well from
Yeah,
Saudi.
I'd
Let
take the money.
him earn his paycheck and then retire.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Um,
I feel
yeah.
bad saying it because he has scored for us,
scored
and
important
he does
goals,
play
but-
well occasionally, but it's two times now where he's been 1-on-1, and the clip always comes out where
Yeah.
he says, like he gets asked the question,
Yeah.
if you're 1-on-1 and the better option is to pass it, would you pass it? Twice this season, he's not passed it and not scored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. Sterling only works in a Man City system where his shots are from 2 yards.
Or
Yeah.
apparently when he's playing against Man City.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
apparently as well.
Yes.
He gets
And- and
pissed.
to be fair,
Vendetta or something, bro.
I think he spent so long at City trying to get over the Liverpool curse. He literally did not get a single goal or assist against Liverpool, I think, for his first 4 seasons at City.
Hmm.
And then suddenly, one game, he scores 2, and then the next game, he scores 2. And he found his best form of the season was always against Liverpool. I think he's just continued that on, and it just
Now
has
against
this
City.
fire
Yeah.
under him when he plays next team. So
But for me, really though, Nicholas Jackson.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, he is. He's getting a lot better.
Like,
He's
if
getting a
you
lot
see
better.
him, like the football he plays. Don't look at the stats. Look at the football. He plays well.
I think we should get that on a shirt.
Yeah, we should.
We should definitely.
Exactly. No.
With Henry's face underneath.
But
it.
I think
I
it's a shame 'cause
don't-
I think Mudryk could definitely get there.
I
if he
think
was
Mudryk
given
as
the
well.
game.
Mudryk as well.
Yeah.
I think Mudryk could have killed it at Arsenal. I think he's just come
Yeah.
into a Chelsea team that is too unstable, and he needed to be an impact sub, but an impact sub for a team that are generally doing really, really well, rather than an impact sub
Just
trying
watch-
to
just-
come on and change a
Just
game.
watch our boy grow, man.
I
Yeah.
still
He's
think
gonna
there's
come
plenty of time with him.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
have faith
yeah.
in him, but I think
Yeah.
if he'd gone to Arsenal, he would be.
Mate, it was the-
showing the flashes
it was
that
the
he's seeing.
perfect
More
pick.
instant
Yeah.
impact he went
Mudryk played for Arsenal, the Ukrainian Arsenal. There's a Ukrainian club called Arsenal,
yeah.
and he played for him. I'll show you
I
now.
mean, he was twerking for them for months before he. moved to
Exactly. My guy was
Although,
meant to go
Can
to
I ask the
Arsenal.
question?
Look at the bottom there. Arsenal,
Yeah.
Arsenal,
Kiev.
Kiev,
It's Kiev, not Kiev.
Kiev,
That's the
Kiev,
Russian
sorry.
pronunciation.
Arsenal, Kiev.
Yeah.
But do you guys? This is an
Do you like
interesting
Kiev?
theory.
Oh.
Considering how much money from an English club went to a Ukrainian club, and it was not really that much money, could it have been a sneaky little way for England to give a bit of a financial backing
Absolutely.
to Ukraine.
He
Absolutely.
donated half of it to the cause,
Yes.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's clever. I didn't think of that. That's very
What do you
clever.
mean? How? Was it,
Bro.
why would you?
You think much goes on up here? You
No,
think
but
anything goes on up
Madrid,
here,
How
though?
much money was it?
100 million.
No, it was 80 million.
I swear it was
80
100, wasn't it?
No,
80
it's,
million
no,
euros.
it's currently
It's 100
just under 80.
No, it's 100 million euros.
No, if he
Euros,
did the
yeah,
add-ons.
but
Yeah.
pounds.
Oh, with the
If
add
he
on.
wins
add-ons
the
are
Champions
more.
League in the next 5 years,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
isn't going to
Yeah,
happen.
but-
Yeah, it's like the Ballon d'Or clause for
I mean, we said it last
for
time.
Martial.
Yeah, we did it in 2021.
Yeah.
Guys,
But-
I have a question.
Yes.
What do you honestly think of Cole Palmer's possibilities to be a starter in the Euros team?
Well, someone to my left called Henry is very, very keen for him to start.
I am. I mean, I think the plan is that we're going to talk about England's Euro squad in a in-depth video. But if you've seen the TikTok, if you haven't, go check it out now.
The.purple.show.
Yes, on the Purple Show. I think we might be able to repost it on the Blue Podcast one as well, just so we can go follow all the
Just
TikToks.
follow
and
all
you-
of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not very difficult.
I-
just-
Continue first. I want to say
Because
something, Andy.
the thing is, right, I preface that video with the fact that this was based solely on statistics. Obviously, you don't pick a team solely on statistics, but that's kind of what I excel in. So I wanted to just.
Levi was in there as well.
Levi worked perfectly as a left-sided centre back, left-footed, playing in the left channel, having played left back this season. Oh, the symmetry just is perfect.
I
Um,
think he might come, guys. Be careful.
but-
Sorry,
Shut up.
Carlos.
But if you
Watch
the-
the splash zone,
if
bro.
you
Jesus.
fuck's sake, can I finish before you start
Yes,
making
yes,
jokes?
yes,
Fuck's sake. So if you look at the stats solely in terms of like progressive runs, dribbles, crosses,
Carlos is
and
leading the way.
other kind of attacking movements, because Saka doesn't have any nowhere near what Cole does.
No.
But Cole has played in multiple positions this season.
Colwill or Palmer?
Palmer, sorry. Palmer's played in multiple positions, and Palmer has also been carrying that Chelsea. He's been the focal point. While Saka,
Yeah.
he's a massive part, but there's Erdegaard in there as
I
well,
think
and
Odegaard's
Rice.
been really playing very well. this
Exactly.
season.
And Martinelli obviously is quite
Yeah.
good as well. And not quite as good, but Ben White's picked up form as well. And Keywar's been quite good. Like other players have kind of
Yeah.
been up there whilst
I think
Chelsea.
he's not having he's having a good season. Don't be wrong.
yeah, incredible
But
season.
it's not the season that Saka has had in the past.
I think it's still up there.
amazing.
I think he's
But
if
it's not-
Palmer didn't exist, like I think
Yeah,
we'd be very happy with Saka. But I think
so. We're kind of saying we're posing the question like, actually, is there more of a question than we thought?
100%. There's 100% a
think-
question.
If you've got Harry Kane up front, you need a bit more pace on the wings.
Palmer's fast.
Here's what I want to say.
Palmer's
He's
not
fast.
slow.
He's fast, and he's
I-
But he's like Foden fast, which is like he's
No.
got
No,
some quick
Foden's-
acceleration, but
mm.
he's not a
faster than
sprinter.
He's
No,
faster than Palmer.
Palmer is way faster. Palmer is way faster than Foden. 100%.
Yeah, he's faster.
Yeah.
You just want to say
Mate.
that as well.
Mate.
You hate Foden. No,
I'm-
but one thing I do want to say, Henry.
I can't
Remember
believe
me
you.
and you had a chat maybe about when December time.
What was this?
I was talking about Palmer, and you were telling me Rashford gets in over Palmer in the England squad. And I'll tell you no fucking chance. And you were telling me, no, but Rashford, look at the stats. He's done this and he's done that. And he's
But
done
when
really well."
was this? When was this?
Long time.
December.
December. So it was like okay, it starts it.
It's still,
Since-
No, it's still
very
still
valid for Palmer.
I live in.
You know what? I don't see it as a mad take.
What, Rashford over
Back
Palmer?
then I don't
No,
see
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no, no. When Palmer's only done his thing for 2 months, and when Rashford is in a bad patch, but last season was
Yeah.
the player that he was. Yeah, no,
I'm
I can
talking
see
about,
that.
Like
But
December, like this season, December.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's 2 months ago, bro.
but Palmer had only been a top level professional
thing.
player for 2 months.
We've seen more from Palmer, and like I will live and die by the numbers. Like that's the sword I will live and die by with this. Right now, I can't put Rashford in the England squad, and it's really upsetting me. It's really upsetting me. But I have to say, Palmer's been better.
Yes.
Foden's been better,
Foden's
which hurts. That
amazing.
fucking hurts to say that.
It's
And
not
and
very-
actually, the best left winger, we haven't even talked about this. That based on numbers, I couldn't put him in because I think of injury and a couple other reasons. But the best player based on numbers is Jack Grealish on the left hand side, not Foden.
Wow.
If you look at the numbers, but he's played less and he's been injured a lot more, so it's a much smaller sample size. So I think that probably skews it a little
I
bit,
think for what
which is
England
why I
need
went
as
with
well.
Foden. Yeah,
Anthony Gordon is also playing good football, no?
if Foden wasn't playing as well as he is, I'd put him in.
Foden starts left
Yeah,
wing.
yeah.
Foden
I
starts
think
left wing.
yeah, Foden has to start left wing. at this
There's
point, yeah.
definitely a future for Gordon within
Yes.
the England setup because
Yeah.
he was
Still
he
very
was, he
young.
was pivotal in the youth in the under 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Isn't he statistically the best left winger?
in
Or
the
at
league,
least
yeah.
at least a month or so ago, he
Yeah,
was
he
statistically
had
the
the
best
most
left
It
winger.
wasn't
FPL
last time I
league.
checked.
Yeah.
He had the most points on FPL.
For a left
Maybe
winger.
that
But
was
maybe,
it.
but I
Yeah.
don't think Foden counts as a left winger in
Yeah.
that
Oh, not on FPL. No.
I think
Yeah.
Foden is just so flexible. He can play anywhere
Yeah.
across. I mean, he can play up front if you need him to. He
Yeah.
can play
Yeah,
at that, like,
He's that good, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's that guy, and I think he is going to be key to.
He could play wide. He could play wide. He could play in a hole. Like he could do pretty much anything. To be fair, Rashford only plays in the hole. That's the thing with Rashford.
Let's move out of England and into Spain.
Yes. Update us on La Liga.
How's La Liga been?
How's
Sevilla? How's La Liga?
how's
Yes,
Monday?
Yesterday.
Monday,
well,
no?
we played Almeria.
Wait, hang on.
How
Before
many-
you continue,
yeah, how
what,
many
what-
games have they won?
what position
they
are they in the
haven't-
table?
They're last. They haven't won a game this season, and in the first 30 minutes we were losing to them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the game went on, and we managed to get 2 goals in the 82nd minute and in the 86th minute. So I said,
win.
fair enough.
Yeah.
We win. I was in the chat, vamos, me cago en la puta, let's go. And suddenly a random guy comes in the 92nd minute and managed to score in the 94th minute. An academy player that hasn't played a minute for Almeria.
He played 2 minutes and scored.
Yeah,
That's
but it
insane.
is his first 2 minutes in the season.
That's insane, though.
But it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And I wasn't leaving. I was like cooking dinner and that, and I just came back and they scored. I was like,
You were confident. You
Deflate
were
you.
confident.
I
it
was,
wrapped
bro, I
up,
was,
like,
go-
done.
it was done. It was done.
Chelsea putting a £40 million bid in right now.
For fuck's sake, it was,
I would say City would be far behind.
but yeah, so we
Maybe
always,
so.
I know. Even though we drew, the football's getting better. And the academy player that I've been talking about for a month, Isaac Romero, is still performing amazing. He backed 2 assists in
Fair.
the game.
Very
Fair.
good.
Yeah.
Last, I think
He's
he
been most involved, I think, for Sevilla in the last.
9 goals and assists in his last 11 games.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's like
That's
his
very
first
decent.
season in professional football.
That's
First 11
pretty
And
games.
for a
good.
team
It's,
that's not like doing well.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
He's
it's very
carrying,
good.
bro. He's carrying.
Yeah.
Like,
It means you can afford to lose one of your other strikers and sell them on for decent
yeah,
money.
they can fuck off, yeah.
And
Naturally.
get rid
Mira,
of
en,
Enes.
mira,
He's gonna get angry now.
Enesiri,
He's gonna get angry.
Enesiri is performing better playing with Isaac Romero than alone as striker. So I'll keep him.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that little man, big man, can't you? You can because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
great
yeah,
thing
exactly.
about Enes area, as I'm looking into like physical strikers recently, is in terms of a target man, in terms of aerial win rate and like headed goals, he's one of the.
No,
Oh no,
He's top 5.
heading
in top 5
heading the
leagues.
ball and winning aerial duels. He's the best player ever.
Yeah.
Ever,
So
ever.
you
the
use
best
it-
I've seen.
You use him as that physical man, and then you have Romero running onto things. Like one and two. Like
No, they complement themselves really
yeah,
well.
that might be a
yeah.
good future tactic. Yeah.
Zest Sport coming out right there.
Huh?
Checking out big men. Anyway, what else happened in La Liga on the weekend?
Real Madrid destroyed Celta de Vigo.
Yeah.
That match that Celta de Vigo sacked their manager.
Whoa. And their manager is Rafa Benitez.
Yeah.
Rafa
No.
Benitez.
They sacked Rafa Benitez.
Rafa Benitez got sacked.
The waiter is gone, bro.
Yeah.
And also, talking about ex-Chelsea managers, Sarri has left Lazio as well.
Has he?
Yes.
If you want, let's move on to Serie A.
Okay, we don't care about La Liga anymore.
Let's
Real
talk about La
Madrid
Liga.
Real Madrid win in the league. Real Madrid win in the league.
Girona won. Betis lost.
Hey!
At home, it was amazing.
How about Dan didn't celebrate that?
No, I
He's
didn't
busy.
know. I was busy, yeah, sorry.
And
The man who has a Betis shirt, I'm just going to say.
Yeah, true.
and
I'm
Atletico
not wearing it yet, though.
and Atletico de Madrid surprisingly lost to Cádiz at home.
Really?
Yes, 2-0 with an ex-Betis player scoring a brace.
They don't look
Yeah,
the
so
same,
it's-
do they, Atletico? They don't look anywhere near as good as
Nah,
they did last year.
Mm.
Like, I don't know what happened there, because they didn't lose anybody massive.
It's,
I think they're trying to transition their sort of play style.
Yeah.
'Cause I think they
Yes.
know Simeone's going to go soon, and they aren't going to get another elite defensive
Yeah.
manager like him because
No.
they just there isn't any right now.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
Mourinho's probably the only person who.
that's a worrying thing for
Oh.
Atletico de Madrid. What's gonna happen after Simeone?
Yeah.
How long
trying
has
to
it
get a
been?
lot of
Is he like the longest serving manager in Europe at this point? He must be, surely.
He's been there since 2010, so 14
Damn,
years in the club being
Jesus.
a manager, and he completely fixed the club.
Mm.
Like before him, Atletico de Madrid was getting like into 10th position, 8th position, and since he has arrived,
Mm.
there hasn't been a season that they haven't been in the top 4
Yeah.
in La Liga.
Yeah.
So it's
It's very impressive. He's one of those managers that probably is one of the top managers in Europe for that time, but no one really talks about him. He isn't mentioned.
No, because he
was linked to other clubs before.
But not
Yeah,
like
but
I don't
he's
mean
not-
like that. I
never
just
had
mean
any
like
though.
if
Yeah.
you talk about the best manager in Europe, his
Oh,
name
no,
doesn't
no,
come
no,
up,
you don't,
but he
Like,
is.
yes,
He's very good. I wouldn't say he's one of the best. He's very good at
What's he won for
what he
Atletico?
does.
He's
at
won.
what he
He's
does.
Yeah, what he does.
He's
yeah.
very good.
He's won 2 leagues, European Super Cup final against Real
Yeah.
Madrid. He's been into 2 Champions League finals against Real Madrid.
He's a knockout specialist.
Yeah.
He is. Reminds me.
But he doesn't win.
He
those-
remi-
like you got to kind of. I think as a manager, you have to win a Champions League trophy to be one of the best.
He reminds me of another Argentinian manager who went to a Champions League final and didn't win it.
But yeah. And we also need to talk about how Barcelona is getting carried off a 17-year-old winger. It's ridiculous.
Oh, what?
Lamine Yamal's playing,
Which
bro.
one? Because the half their squad is like 17-year-olds.
Oh.
Super young now.
Pau Cubarsí, check that man.
Is he? Was that centre back or the midfielder?
the centre back?
Because there's that one.
He got the MVP yesterday in the Champions League game against Napoli. A centre back, bro.
mate,
17 years
mate.
old.
And then there's that
How's
midfielder.
that
There's
going on?
Lopez in midfield as well,
Fermin Lopez.
and Yassine Lamau.
Lamau as well.
Lam-
Worth 200 million.
Lamine
apparently.
Yamal.
He's 16.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
we forget the bro's
17.
16.
Yeah.
70. He might have
And
had birthday.
apparently PSG
200
tried
million,
and get him for 200 million.
Honestly,
To replace Mbappe, yeah.
If I'm Barcelona, I'm taking that money. You don't want another fatty situation.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
mate,
they
actually,
have
that's
they
not.
have such a history of producing amazing talents from 16 to 18, burning them out, and the Spanish national team does not help with this because
No.
they rinse those players.
Yeah.
You see that picture of Pedri at the,
Oh
end,
my
of
God,
at the end of the
yeah.
Olympics, and
Mate.
he literally is like,
No,
white
but
as
that
ice.
was too much.
Bro,
Bro, that season fucked Pedri's career. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it
since
really
since
does.
then that he played, how much
I
games
think
he
that's
played?
knocked about 5 years off his
Insane, bro.
career.
Yeah, 100%.
Swear down.
I think you could turn that to. It's a bit of a risk because he could end up going to PSG and being incredible, but I think you could take that 200 million and spend 50 of it and go get Nico Williams, and he'd be just as good.
I like
Nico Williams is
Nico
incredible.
Nico
Really,
Williams.
really fucking good though.
Yeah.
How is the Serie A going?
Serie A, I mean, Inter's won it still. Like
How many points?
16 point gap. But AC Milan are in second now. They've overtaken Juventus.
Really?
Yes, Juventus.
Wow, that's a
drew-
turnaround.
Well, both of them drew, I believe, if not wrong. No, Milan beat Empoli, but yeah, Juventus drew, Roma drew, Fiorentina drew for Roma, so Lazio lost. Not too many changes in the table.
Was that why
really.
Sarri got sacked? Or move on?
I mean, Champions League as well.
Champions League
Yeah.
on top of that, so I think
Bottle
it's
in
just
the
a bit.
leagues.
And they lost to an Udinese team with a man sent off. Like, as in Udinese had a man sent off.
Yeah.
That's
so
rough.
Udinese aren't great.
Other than that, the league's more or less kind of similar. It's just a battle for Europe right now. Napoli not winning the last game, kind of like they're on that borderline of like just about to be able to fight for like a good European position, but then it's not consistent enough this year. Nowhere close to anything like last year.
Bologna is still keeping up.
Bologna, they lost, I think. Yeah, they lost to Inter. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Yeah.
but other than that, Bologna have been fantastic. But the team I want to talk about is Roma. Because Roma now, I think in 12 games, undefeated in 11 of those. One of them they lost, which is to Inter.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
We should skip
Especially
that.
when it's in the Serie A this season.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
different ball game right now. But De Rossi, do you think he's the real deal? Like,
It's too soon to tell,
Give him next
but
I mean,
it's
he's
very
doing
good
bits, bro.
signs. It's very good signs so far.
Doing good.
I didn't know what to expect because he's a kind of a club legend, but sometimes that happens. He comes in and he's a bit average. Like you get some which are good and some which are bad. Let's not talk about that. His start was amazing, like as a caretaker.
Oh, yeah. no,
I didn't know if De Rossi was going to be like a good caretaker, a good manager, or just shit. We had no idea, and it looks like he's at least a good caretaker.
And also Lukaku and Dybala. I saw yesterday between both they have like 42 goals and assists.
Do you guys think that if Ronaldo hadn't gone to Juventus, Dybala would have made it would have furthered his career more?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it kind of ruined his career a little
Yeah.
bit.
Nah,
Yeah.
you
No,
can't
100%.
say that.
You can.
It just I think it's a hard question to answer because obviously
Yeah.
it's an unknown. But I do think it's an interesting conversation to have. We won't have it today,
No.
Yeah.
but I do think it's an
There
interesting
is another interesting conversation, and that is that in his contract there's a £10 million release clause for European clubs.
Yeah.
Is there?
Really?
Dybala.
It might have just
5 for Italian, 10 or 15.
It's 12.
Yeah,
12
it's around that.
million euros. Yes.
No, there was a rumor.
But he
about
has to agree
January.
to it. He has to say, "Yeah, I want to go."
Yeah, there's a rumor in January
Chelsea were
were
gonna
thinking
sign
about,
him.
like,
Yeah, but
looking at it,
we're rumored with
Yeah,
bloody
He
everyone.
has the whole thing because he was very, very close to Spurs a few years ago. Very, very close to moving.
Yes.
But
Image
this whole
rights.
Image rights thing is image rights are owned by a separate company, so it's really, really difficult.
Oh, it's like, do you remember Porto used to have Brahimi?
Yes.
Yeah.
He used to be
That's
owned
Europe,
by a third party. He used to be owned by a third party. It's a similar situation, I think.
Mascherano and Tevez as well. That was
Yes,
the problem.
at West
I think
Ham.
A lot of clubs don't want to have the same situation
Exactly.
that
It's
West Ham had.
It's
But
difficult.
I think if he'd gone to Spurs instead of staying at Juventus,
Yeah,
it
100%.
would have been a different story because he would have straight up replaced Eriksen, and they would have been, I think, a lot more stable over the last few years.
Oh,
I think-
100%.
I think his issue is he's not a striker.
Yeah.
He's not an attacking mid. He's kind of a centre forward, kind of a bit of a
Yeah.
wide.
He plays in a
forward.
difficult.
I think
He-
teams just don't know how to use him. properly.
I think
But he's a very talented player.
this is just my opinion. I'm not in any way a good football manager, but I think we could probably say he's kind of the opposite of Rashford, as in like he operates in that kind of right channel, whilst Rashford
Yeah.
operates in that left channel, just in between the fullback and the centre back, cutting in, creating, and being offensive. In that
I think
sense.
he got like very like, let's say like his prime level got very like down because there was like, I don't know, with Ronaldo at Juventus also. I remember
he had
bro,
injuries as well.
yeah,
back
but
then.
Yeah.
I remember at Argentina when he was started like playing like really good
Yeah.
football. I remember people saying, "Oh, because Messi is playing right there, Dybala is not playing like properly," and you say like, "That doesn't matter. It's Messi, bro." Like,
He
you
was
know what I
never
mean?
uprooting Aguero. He was never uprooting Messi.
Yeah.
No.
Di Maria is solid in that.
You need-
lineup.
you need
The squad,
to-
so
you
he just lost out because of that, really.
It's a shame because he obviously is an incredible footballer, and it's just kind of gone to
His
waste.
play style just ask like for him like to be the main man. Like he has always been in teams that he has been outplayed for players that have been better. So
Yeah.
he just
It's unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. In the Primera Liga,
Oh.
it's a sad week for Chavez.
Oh no!
What happened to
They
him?
got walloped.
No, they drew. Just everyone else. But everyone else around them won.
Ah.
Porto won 3-0. I mean, let's be honest, Sporting won 3-0 as well against Aruca, which is another side around that area. So good, drop points for Chavez. But I mean, and then Priaria also lost to Benfica. But again, they were already ahead of them. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the two teams that were below them won.
Yeah,
So
it's a
it kind
shame.
of messed things up. They
Yeah.
did draw but it was against a 10-man Gil Vicente. Am I getting those right, Carlos? Pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm actually doing. I've been
Hey.
practicing.
Let's go.
But obviously, I kind of want to talk about yesterday as well. Porto kind of Raya beat them basically
In penalty
in
shootout.
a penalty shootout. I'm wearing the shirt. 'Cause, I was actually wearing the different one yesterday.
Let's put some respect on Porto's name, right?
Nah, they
And
play
also-
good football.
They
No,
took
no,
Arsenal.
Screw Arteta as well, because
Oh,
I told you
yeah.
about this before.
Ah, yeah, true. That's
He in Spanish insulted the Porto manager's family, a certain family member of the Porto manager, and he turned around and said, "No, they're dead." Like he insulted a dead family member of the Porto manager.
That's mad.
That's
fucked
actually
up.
insane.
That's mad.
Although obviously,
Yeah.
allegedly, putting my hands up.
If that's
Allegedly.
true,
Yeah, Arsenal.
That's
we don't want
disgusting.
problems, but if that happens,
If that happens,
that's
Nah,
disgusting.
Arsenal, we want problems always, bro.
Anyway,
we wanted to lose. Although
I mean-
the positive is they'll have to play more Champions League games and then
Yeah.
they might bottle the league. So
And
I mean-
Champions League too.
Mike,
come on,
On-
City.
it's Arsenal. They're gonna bowl it.
I
On-
hope so. No, but it's scary. It's scary. I don't like
I
it.
don't want them to win.
I don't want them to win the league. And I don't want Liverpool to win the
But
league.
do you know what? No, actually, did
Sorry,
you see?
Lloyd.
But I like how like. we're
Oh,
not
Lloyd's
worried
here.
about
Oh,
Arsenal
hey,
winning
Lloyd.
Champions League.
Yes.
Because like Arsenal
Damn.
and like European nights, they don't link.
Well done. You got
So-
to the quarterfinals of the Champions League for the first time in
Yes.
14 years.
That's
you
pretty
got to the
good.
Champions League for the first time in 14 years.
Watch City. We were unarguably every single season the favourites of the Champions League, and what happened every single year, and it nearly happened to Arsenal against Porto.
Yeah.
We got knocked out by Spurs. We got knocked out by Liverpool. We got knocked out by
Different,
Leon.
Leon.
Leon, yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Pep overthought himself in that. I was so happy because he started to do he did like a 4-3-3 and then he moved some weird tactic he never played before
Yeah.
and just
For
screwed it
some
up.
reason, playing 9
Tell you
players in a line on the centre.
I'll tell you what, Gundogan's a fantastic CDM, isn't he?
Let's not
Let's move on,
Pain
let's move on.
days of a Rodri Gundogan.
Yes.
triple
I
pair.
mean,
Let's move
let's
on, let's move on.
obviously Portuguese
Bundes?
league. I was gonna
Oh,
do
say sorry?
I was gonna do a fun like
Oh, go on,
transition,
go
but
on.
you fucked
No,
it
no,
now.
no,
No, you fucked it up. I was gonna say
Go on.
I was gonna say Chavez would be a fun football manager save. I think for us to do at some point. Another fun football manager save for us to do at some point is
Oh, I know what
a
he's doing with
German
this. I know what he's doing
team
with this.
that is pulling off some mad shit.
Oh my gosh. This is
So
amazing.
with the Bundesliga, not much is going on.
This
Like
is not about Bundesliga.
Bayern mashed a team, Dortmund won, Leipzig won.
No,
Go.
I know. Sorry, go.
I don't know what he's talking about, so
No,
let
yeah,
him
yeah,
finish.
my bad,
Let me
my bad.
fucking finish,
I
boys.
saw
Yeah.
it on Instagram when I
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, so yeah, all the Bundesliga teams won again, like nothing happened. But in the third Bundesliga, there's a team with a badge very similar to a massive club, who are taking the cup by storm.
Oh my days.
So let me introduce you to, and this is, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation here, Saarbrücken. Saarbrücken. Yeah, that.
I've been practicing my European
So the badge, I don't know if you can see that there. It looks a little bit like the Barcelona badge.
Does look a little bit like
And they're
Barcelona
playing
badge.
some Barcelona-style football,
Oh,
boys.
but the goal to win it was unreal.
Mate. So
they started in their own box.
Like tiki-taka,
Tiki-taka out, down the wing, crosses it in, goes past the two forwards. So they beat Stuttgart.
I'll go through it. I've got a list. Yeah. So in the first in the first round,
this is his country. To be fair,
this is my shit. So first of all, they beat a team called Karlsruhe, which play I think in the same division. Funnily enough, they've got a player in there called Lars Stindl, if you remember, used to play for
Stindl.
Yeah, he plays for Karlsruhe.
What a baller.
So he beat them, despite the fact Stindl scored.
Team of the year once, team of the season even.
Yeah, he was a very good player. Then a few months later, they came up against the biggest club in Germany, in Bayern Munich, expecting to get dicked, and won 2-1 in the 96th minute winner,
I remember.
knocking out Bayern Munich in the second round.
But when
We
was
forgot.
that?
This was a long time ago.
That was like
Say-
in September or
Yeah,
something like that.
no.
Yeah, I didn't
And-
realise they were still going.
So they
We
beat
did
the
podcast in September,
they
brother.
beat the biggest club in
We talked about
Germany.
No, we weren't doing the podcast in September.
But we talked about this.
We did talk about this.
Ah, vale,
recently.
Yeah. They then earned a tie against Eintracht Frankfurt
Yes.
and beat them 2-0 comfortably.
Oh well.
Well done.
And they've then won this latest tie against Mönchengladbach in the round of 16.
No, it was the quarterfinals.
Oh wow.
So they're now
They're
into
in the semi-finals.
so they're beaten.
Yes.
They earned
Is this Pokal?
yeah
So when
Pokal.
they're in the Europa League.
Yes.
Oh, what?
They're a third division.
Did you see? Actually, there's a team in
That-
the third division of Luxembourg that is in the Europa League because they won the
Yeah.
the
It's
It's
Luxembourg.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. So
That's mad.
they earned this tie against Gladbach and then won it in the 93rd minute
Wow.
with a beautiful goal.
Oh,
It is beautiful. So they knocked Gladbach out.
Check
They
it
are-
out on TikTok.
They are in the third division of Germany and they are like 9th. They're not going up.
Oh wow.
So they are a third division
Put all
team.
their eggs in this basket.
So
Yeah.
they're not even like getting promoted.
No, they're like, this is like completely unheard.
They are.
They're
In all
good.
fairness,
They're
they're
good
only
playoff.
3 points off 5th,
Yeah.
so they're not far off. But this is a league with Dynamo Dresden, with Sandhausen, who you might remember the name, yeah. Victoria Köln with the V on the badge, if you remember.
So this is like
Arminia
Blackpool
beat-
getting to the FA Cup final.
This division, Arminia Bielefeld, the team that used to be
yeah.
in the Bundesliga 2
Oh,
years ago,
yeah.
a 15th.
Ortega.
I'd say this is more like AFC Wimbledon making it to the FA Cup final.
Oh, 100%. This is
more like that.
yeah.
I'd say.
100%. And then, like I say,
Still
they've beaten.
amazing, though.
Yeah.
They've beaten Gladbach in the Pokal, and now they're in the semi-final. And do you know what team they've got to play?
Bayer Leverkusen.
FC Kaiserslautern,
Oh.
who are a second division team.
Kaiserslautern.
It's
So they could beat. Oh my
they
god.
could win
And, man,
that.
if they go,
That's
if they
massive.
get to the final, who they
The
are?
final is either Leverkusen or Düsseldorf. Fortuna
Mate,
Düsseldorf.
imagine they're the team to be the only side to beat Bayer
Oh,
Leverkusen.
mate. If I was Xavi Alonso, I'd be open to just just losing the final. Just put out the B team and just like let them win.
Let them win.
Let them win, man.
But,
Oh.
let's move on to the high league.
Yeah, our Eredivisie. I've officially jumped ship. I'm no longer an Ajax fan. Partially, we've been doing really shit since I got on the podcast. Still not won. Drew another match this week.
Carlos, you know how that
still
feels.
In 5th, they are closer to 6th. In fact, they're closer to 7th than they are to 4th, so that's great. Looking like probably at best Conference League football next year, but you know what? It's good to have a bit of time out. Henderson has been showing his passion,
Oh yeah, I remember
chasing
that.
down balls in the 90th minute.
And that's all he
to,
did.
to grind out a 1-1 draw. You know, he's not really doing anything.
I
He's doing what he always has done, but without players like Salah and Mane who can finish the goals.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have some interesting news actually. I read this week on Instagram. Oh, it was TikTok actually. Apparently, Ajax are wanting to give Erik ten Hag his job back at the end of the season should he leave Manchester United.
Yeah, he should go.
I think he'd take it.
I
I
think
think
he'd take
Ajax
it.
would take it. You know, take back Anthony at the same time. That's a win for both parties.
We'll pay you to take Anthony, actually, to be fair.
But do you think it'll just like go back to normal if you take Ten Hag back?
No,
But the thing is, right, I don't think he'll
there's no
leave.
normal, though.
I don't think he'll leave, and I don't want him to leave. But
Also, the manager isn't the issue.
Yeah,
the
It's the
manager isn't
board.
the issue at Ajax.
We
It's
talked about it with the board that Bandits are leaving, and Overmars and everything.
It's more just the fact that they completely overhauled the squad. They did at Chelsea.
Yeah.
They did Chelsea. They've just obviously the
But-
competition in the Eredivisie is a lot lower, so they've managed to pull themselves up. But they were in the bottom.
But they
three
did
for
that
the first,
before.
like, 5 weeks.
because as much as I'm writing about Man United at the moment, I'm also writing about how I'm applying Ten Hag's tactics. So I did a bit of research into what Ajax did. Their team from 2019 that got to a Champions League semi-final was completely overhauled. Like they lost a number of big names, and they brought academy boys in, lost De Jong, lost De Ligt, and they still got into like the knockout rounds of the Champions League in 2021. That people said that side was better than that 19 Ajax
Do you
team,
think that it can't be the academy, right? They always produce ballers.
and they still are. There was a couple
Well,
of boys.
It was using the literally like 150 million or something they got from De Jong and De Ligt to bring in Martinez. They brought in what's his face? Alvarez, who's gone to West Ham.
Yeah.
Onana was there the whole time.
Onana came through the
But
academy.
Onana, they nearly lost a year earlier to Arsenal, but then he failed his doping test.
Come on,
Yeah,
come
I
on.
remember.
yeah. But I think that's goalkeepers has been an issue because the goalkeeper market is completely exploded.
But they
this year.
used-
They haven't been able to afford. Like this is the thing. Players like Verbruggen, who's gone to Brighton, would have previously have gone to a team like Ajax as that step up.
There's a stepping
Yeah.
stone
But
Yeah.
before.
the big clubs are using those players who.
But I swear
who
they
are
were
stepping
using
stones.
Passphere, weren't they? And he's quite good. Like he's not bad.
He's like 40. That's the thing.
Bro,
They-
he's so
Bro.
old,
They
bro.
can't rely on him. They can't. They don't. And this is
He
the
doesn't
issue,
need to
they don't-
move.
Ajax know
If-
Their best, their
if
best
we-
youth players are 16, and whereas previously they were coming through at like 20 and
Yeah.
really making their stamp on
Yeah.
the first team. Like Hato is one of their best
Yeah,
players,
Hato
and he's
is
literally
really-
16, 17.
Yeah.
So like,
he's the captain.
I mean-
as
they,
well,
they
like-
should be fine. in
I
the
mean,
next
yeah.
few years.
No, but the
If
keeper
we-
now is not bad.
He's
right?
not. It's not bad.
It's really not bad.
But,
Yeah, Rudy's good.
But and no one expected this. 0-0 draw against Aston Villa. Got a
Yeah,
very, very
super
good
good.
chance
Yes.
of progressing
Mm.
because
Yeah.
Aston Villa have. I can't
I
remember
would-
who.
I think-
Both teams got a player sent off, but I have a feeling.
Yeah. That
Um,
ruined my acca again.
I'm so sorry about that, but yeah, it's.
There's a single
By the
tear
way,
down
I
Tom's
actually,
cheek.
I actually,
Right.
actually bet on Villa.
tomorrow
I always
night.
think
Oh,
European nights are different though.
and it's
European
Ezra
nights-
Konsa who is out, who
Yes.
I think has
Yeah.
probably been
He's
Aston Villa's best defender
amazing,
this
yeah.
year. So I think, who have Ajax got out? Guya, no
Yeah.
importance. So yeah,
Who the hell's Guya?
and if you look at the
it's a
momentum,
midfielder, Guga.
Ajax,
It's like a Dutch name, Gooiejer or something like this.
No idea.
Ajax dominated the game.
They did.
60% possession against Aston Villa's 40,
But-
and Aston Villa are really struggling
Inject the
right
stats
No,
into
no,
my
no.
fucking
No,
veins.
check. At Villa at home is completely different.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it is, yeah.
As is Ajax at home. I've been to the stadium. It is absolutely incredible.
I need to go. I
It
need to
is.
go.
It's the same with like German teams as well. Me and my dad, we tried to go to Cologne last year.
Mm.
Couldn't get a ticket. It's like a 70,000 seat stadium, and they were below halfway in the league.
Yeah.
So like it should have been easy to get a ticket. We went to see Inter Milan instead. For
That's
20
easy.
quid, that was easier to get a ticket
The
at
thing
San
is-
Siro than it was to go watch Cologne, and it's that like the fan culture.
The
is insane
the fan
in
culture, the
Germany.
way German
The
football is
Netherlands.
run. German football is up there with some of the best in the world. Like in terms of how it's run, how the fans receive it, the quality of the football, everything is just up there. Like it's incredible.
All right, I think it's about time we move into what I think everyone's favourite part of the podcast, the Purple Show quiz.
Ooh.
No, sorry, Purple Show game show. Anyway.
Hey!
Alright guys, welcome to the Purple Game Show!
Hey!
Okay, today we have two different teams. Well, they're mixed up now. It is gonna be the double F, foreign and forehead. And then we've got-
I rate it, man. You had a
Oh,
few. We had talked about a few different
yes,
options.
I did have a name. It was Tom and Jerry. If you know, you know.
What? Why is he Jerry?
If you know, you know. I don't know. I'm not in this select crowd that know.
You'll,
Wait,
you'll
you
find
watched?
out.
Wait, you find out?
Well, no. Okay,
I mean, I
now-
preferred the other one.
The
I
first time
preferred
I
the
ever
other one.
met Isaac, let me tell you a little story. The first time I met Isaac, I never knew his sexual orientation. And this was with Jerry, I never knew Jerry's sexual orientation. Was he like female, male? Like, that's the
Male
truth.
name. It's got a male name.
Is it? Yeah,
Jerry.
Jerry. To be fair, yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Team of the
Let's
week.
just move on from that quickly.
Let's
Okay, ignore it.
yeah.
Team of the week.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing. All right.
Who wants to start? Goalkeepers.
Can we all agree?
We start.
Can we all agree?
Yeah.
Like it's Andre Onana,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Onana.
Thank you. Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
I'm happy now.
Vicario,
I don't care anymore. I'm happy.
Close.
No,
I would have also put Pickford on that list.
he
because-
wasn't terrible. The penalties weren't
It was
his
only
fault.
two. Yeah, very right. 2 penalties. It's not really his fault.
It's not his fault, no.
But
Onana had more
yeah,
to do, and he was yeah.
Vicario definitely deserves a shout.
I think we need to
Vicario,
talk
what
about
season
Onana's.
he's having.
Like even if we talk about the City game, that assist. Well, it was not his second assist that he got with the ball over the top of Bruno was magical. Like Onana's form was way better.
Yeah, but we
Onana?
agree. Let's move on to
Onana
defense.
and goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on a sec. Make you look beautiful. There you go.
Thank you. I hope you guys appreciate my outfit.
Yeah, it's
today.
good. It's good.
I rate.
Rate it?
I rate it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyone who says anything else, 1 point minus.
Beautiful.
Anyways,
I'm happy to kiss your ass if he gets points. Like I'm happy to do that.
Wow. Okay.
physically or?
No, metaphorically.
Yeah,
no.
I just was checking, you know.
Because that would
I
also
want-
probably result in a
Physically, I'm
points
like, yo, that's
deduction.
kind of weird, bro. Like, chill.
Fuck's sake.
But
Bro.
anyways,
Hey, let's move on.
I'm gonna start right fullbacks.
So
Like
our
right
2
back and left back?
fullbacks are Ben White at right back and Ouattara at left back because Ouattara had a goal and assist and he came on at half time and won the game.
I mean-
well, drew the game.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We agree with both of those,
Oh.
but I also think the special shout out needs to go out to a doggy who had a great performance again. Zach was talking to me. Zach, our resident Tottenham fan, was talking to me about this the other day. No, but well, he's about yeah. And Zach was like, you've got to make sure a doggy gets in this team. And I was like, unfortunately not. But I think shout out.
We
to
happy
him.
with it.
And 8 Nori as well, as Matt just
And
mentioned.
I also had Gomez on that list because he was, despite the fact that Liverpool had a very, very young defence, he was my
that Gomez.
biggest.
Right, cool.
It's the same as when I looked at the United lineup and they had Lindelof at left back. I was like, oh, that's going to be an issue for them. But he played quite a few really, really nice balls. He impressed me. Gomez.
Please tell me you're talking about Gomez right now.
Yes,
Thank
not
God.
Lindelof. No,
Thank
Lindelof was
God.
It's
dog shit.
Ouattara left back and Ben White right back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alfred, Zach. Centre backs. You want to start?
For us, Romero
Yep.
and Robinson.
Ooh, we've got a
Chef,
different
you know.
one.
Have you? Ooh,
Who could it be?
spicy now.
Fine.
Romero, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all agree. Yeah, Romero
What's
gets
a
it.
man?
Romero.
Calm down, bro.
What's a
Calm
And
down.
I can't say his name because of the League Cup final, so you can.
Van Dijk.
He
I
had an
think
amazing
I
game.
think in that Liverpool defence, you've got a defence of what? Joe Gomez at left back, a right-footed centre back. You've got Kwanzaa, who has played like 5 games this season, 5-6 games, and he's been all right. And Bradley at right back, and managing to nullify City in the way they did.
Yeah.
That was
He
all
was
down to Van Dijk.
he
Van Dijk and
really
his kids.
really properly sorted out Haaland that game. I've never seen I've not seen a centre back for a while. Since Haaland's been back, really nullified him like that.
But Haaland's nullified himself since
No,
he's come back.
because he still gets chances in most other games and misses them. Whereas in
Yeah.
this game,
Yeah, no
He
didn't have
not
chances.
Literally
no
I
chances.
I will go back and watch the game again, but I promise you, he did not have more than
There's
one
a big difference.
more than one touch back to back.
Yeah.
Every
Damn.
single time he was forced to flick the ball on straight away.
Or
He
to
did
go
not
an early
have,
shot. Or
didn't have a second to
Yeah.
chill on that ball.
Damn.
That's
I have a lot of respect for that.
And who's your selection again?
Robinson.
Robinson.
What's the backing for
That
that?
was the backing for Robinson.
He played a really good game.
Is that it?
Can I you watch the game?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sure you
let's
watched it. Sheffield United against.
let's give some context here. I've been working on my assignment all week. I haven't had a chance to
No
watch
context.
anything.
No
5
context.
minutes.
No context.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
but
what?
I've been not had 5
you-
minutes.
You're telling me you
I'm
don't
gonna-
watch
I think
every
you-
single Premier
I
League
think you should
game?
back
No,
him.
not at the
Why-
moment.
Absolutely
Why
not.
should I back you, Haaland?
Because Sheffield United had a really good performance, and I think it's the first or second good performance that they had this season.
No,
so
it's
it
not.
must
They've
have
had
been-
multiple good
No,
performances.
No, they
no,
haven't.
no,
Sheffield
no,
United are the
no.
worst
And
team to
also
ever
he's
go in the
been
league.
he's
You
been
know what? He's
No,
got a point.
no, he hasn't
Yeah.
got a
Wait,
point.
who did Sheffield play? They drew, I think. They did, didn't they?
They drew with Bournemouth.
Yes, and bear in
And
mind,
Bournemouth
bear-
have one of the top strikers this season.
yes,
And-
and it
Think
was
about
their
that.
left back who managed to bloody win them the game.
They
So
were
how good
winning.
Was that bloody,
They were winning from the 27th minute to the 74th minute.
and then
They went 2-0 up, and then they lost it in the 91st
Nothing
minute.
to do with it. Bear in mind, they conceded 2 goals.
Yeah.
He also scored potentially what could have been the winner as well.
But he didn't,
He
though,
scored
did
the
he? He
second. He didn't.
No, he didn't.
And like I say, he was pretty
He was
dominant
not-
defensively.
He was nowhere near as good as Van Dijk. I'm sorry.
A defender who scores a single goal
And
and,
do you remember what
they
you
don't
said
win
before?
the game means
When
nothing.
it's Sheffield United,
Goals
it
is about
doesn't
the
matter.
performance and the
Yeah, and I think the
defence.
performance was really good because he kept Sheffield in the
for
game.
me-
Bottling a
well,
2-0
give me-
lead.
Give me,
Understand,
give me an
right?
example of because
Sheffield
we've given
United-
examples of
wait.
moments.
Sorry, can you let him talk? Thank you.
Sheffield United.
Let me
is
talk.
Probably one of the shittiest Premier League teams I've seen in fucking years.
Derby,
For
the
them
only
to
team
get a
that are worse.
point this season is absolutely massive,
Yeah, 100%.
and only for that reason.
No, you're
And
kidding me.
And the fact that Van Dijk is a little
And I don't know if I can say that word, to be honest. Might have to bleep that word. But
How long into that was Prowse?
Yeah. but yeah,
Oh,
he
God.
That whole sentence.
You need to
But
tell Holly to
Van
bleep the
Dijk-
C word there.
wasn't that Liverpool team that beat us in the final, so I'm gonna give it to Robinson.
Yes.
Actually, gonna give it to Robinson.
That's it.
Boom.
You've gone against your work. We
Yeah.
had a whole. We
We
had a
literally had a
heart-to-heart
whole
about this.
conversation about this before the podcast.
What are your,
Right, sorry,
No.
let's go on.
What,
Okay.
what are your bank transfer details again?
I'll send it to you later.
Thank you.
No worries.
Our
God.
Midfields.
midfield three for us
Yep.
is Declan Rice,
No.
Okay.
Chrissy from Bournemouth,
No.
and Cole Palmer.
He's a winger.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh.
We
So
have-
that
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, give us your forwards as well. Then you give us your midfield
No,
first.
Let's do
No, midfield.
midfields and
Okay.
then we'll do forwards after.
Yeah, do your midfield first.
You can go say it.
Okay, yeah. So we've got John Stones,
Yep, absolutely.
Alexis McAllister,
What a player.
and James Madison.
James Madison.
I like, yeah.
Can I
You know what? I was gonna say one. McAllister is in and Palmer's in, so those two
Yeah.
are solid.
Palmer's in
Well,
on attack.
Yeah, we have.
This
we
is
have
the thing,
Palmer.
right? We need to
Okay.
decide who.
But
We need to talk attackers before we can confirm
I-
midfielders.
I don't want Rice in there.
His stats were awful.
He scored, yeah. If you look at he misplaced so many passes, he missed every tackle he tried to make, and I'm not normally one to base it off stats, but his rating is inflated by the fact that he scored a goal
Yeah.
in a game where
I think he
they
was
should have won by a lot more realistically.
determinant for the winning of the game. So that makes him to get my team.
Okay,
No.
so
No.
your three was what? Christie,
Mm-hmm.
Declan
Rice.
Rice,
Cole
and
Palmer.
Cole Palmer. You put him in midfield. You
So
guys put him
putting
in attack.
Christie in and the centre back from the opposing team.
Yes.
Right, cool.
Alternatively
The left back. Okay.
to Madison, we would also say Pascal Gross.
Pascal Gross had
Again,
a great game.
Ooh.
Yes.
four big
yes.
chances created.
Yes.
I'd
Every
put him
week.
He
as
didn't
well
score, he
if
didn't get an
was in
assist, but he is always key. to that
Every
plan.
week we talk about him,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
deserved.
It is. Yeah.
Same with Van Dijk. But him and Van Dijk have been. They probably should have been in
Yeah.
every single team.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
if Gross was like 3 years younger, he would have been snapped up by a big team by now.
Okay,
100%.
so McAllister, I'm happy to
Yep.
have him in there.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
So what is the actual like battle
guys
right
have-
now?
you guys have
What's your no?
We didn't know.
they
So we
don't.
had we had Palmer in midfield to fit in another attacker. So
Yes.
So who's your attackers first, so I can know
Yeah.
their attackers. Then we can figure out how the points are allocated.
So
Because right now it's still 1-0.
Palmer, Johnson, Son, brackets for Fana.
Palmer,
Johnson.
Johnson, and Son. Up front.
Rice, Johnson, Son, and Fofana.
and we pushed
again?
Palmer into midfield.
Johnson, Son, and Fofana.
I don't want Fofana in there. He scored a banger.
Yeah.
yes,
And
but
I
they
agree
didn't
with
win the
this.
game, and that was all. he
I
did.
think for me, Palmer's in the forward position for this one.
Yeah.
I would like to. I mean, it's not Fofana versus Palmer. It's Fofana versus one of who were your midfielders
No,
again?
Fofana doesn't get in the
No, who-
team.
What I'm saying is, I
Why
reckon
not?
it's,
We've got him as an honourable mention.
Yeah.
who was your
For us, he
midfielders
gets in the
again,
team.
apart from
No,
McAllister.
because all he did was
Gross,
score one goal.
McAllister, and Stones.
That's it.
It's
came on as a
it's
substitute. He scored a goal.
That makes
No,
it
I think.
No.
I
Okay,
think
wait.
It's Fofana versus one of either Stones or Gross. I think it's Fofana v
But
Stones.
you can't really put Fofana in midfield as well.
No, but
so
you can't. You just drop Palmer back into midfield. That's what I'm saying. So it's Fofana
Yeah.
versus
True.
Stones.
Can I
That's
make
fine.
a case for
Stones,
Stones?
Can you make your
Gross.
case for Stones?
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know why
Right,
he's
Yeah,
in there.
that's your Stones.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
over the last year and a half, it's no debate how important John Stones has been to Man City, and that he was in the FIFA Team of the Year. Like, he is such an integral player, and the role that he plays, and the role that he was forced to play because of how Liverpool played the other day. He's so adaptable. He plays a box to box, but like an actual box to box in the sense of he is a centre back and he's an attacking mid at the same time.
Yeah.
And he just moves, and he moves beyond Rodri. He is our ball carrier. He is a better progressor of the ball than Rodri is, even though Rodri is literally like a Rolls Royce of a footballer. John Stones just moves the ball in such a way, and it's like what you were saying about Garnacho. He has that unpredictability, but he's a centre back, and
Yeah.
he is playing as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world right now. Scored our goal against Liverpool, and just generally was key to everything we did, and made. He was the only reason that we didn't. Well, I mean, other than Ortega and the goalpost, he was the only reason we didn't concede more the other day as well.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he had a good game. I mean, he got. I'd say he got you a point, but he didn't.
So who would you?
Put battling against John Stones.
It would
Declan Rice
be. It would
or-
be. No, it would be Fofana, and then we drop Palmer back into midfield.
Starting
Okay.
Rice.
No, for me, okay, McAllister's in midfield.
I'm happy to
for
agree.
sure.
I'm happy to
That's
agree with
one
McAllister.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
agree with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now. 'Cause
Yeah.
his
Son and
their
Johnson are
McAllister-
both in as well.
Christie-
Son and Johnson are both
Christie's
in.
out
Yep,
the way,
happy to
but
agree with that.
Son and Johnson is equal.
So it's either
It's either Palmer plays up top with Son and Johnson.
Palmer's in as well. Palmer's in as well.
We're forgetting Maddison as well.
And Maddison that they've mentioned as well.
You're forgetting
Give me-
Maddison.
give me
You're
the,
telling me telling me that Fofana gets in over Madison.
Let me hear
Yeah.
the
How good was
back
Madison
from
this week?
What
I
did
don't
he
know.
do?
They won 4-0 and he ran the entire game.
Oh, that's a good point.
Against Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa.
But why are we
Villa
talking
at
about John?
home.
No,
Why are
but-
we talking about John Stones?
Yeah, John Stones gets in over Rice and Madison gets in over Fofana. That's it.
I
Like,
don't
literally,
thi-
that
I don't think
doesn't
Jo-
make any
what-
other
I
sense.
don't think John Stone gets over Rice.
Did you watch the game?
Yes.
And how well did he play?
John Stones.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the
But Rice was determinant for his team to win,
No, he
and
wasn't.
John Stone was. Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was.
Rice-
He was. He scored a goal.
Fofana.
Hang on, let me
Not
do
Fofana.
this.
Stones, I'm
Right,
sorry.
so Rice's performance wasn't his best, but I don't think it was bad either.
wasn't- yeah, but
First
it
of all,
wasn't John
first of all he got the goal, which I know it inflates it, but it is an important factor. Is he got a goal?
So did-
Got the
so-
winner.
so did Stones.
and that
So-
is
so
one
did
of the
Stones.
Yeah,
reasons I
okay,
put him
but
in there
yeah,
as
no,
well.
I'm just highlighting what Rice did.
Oh, yeah,
So,
no,
on the ball 42 times, which is fair enough.
For a CDM, it's not a lot.
For a CDM, it's quite good. Like central midfielder is
Against
more.
the team that they were playing against, they should be absolutely battering them rather than.
I mean, got into the box. Four of those were into the box. One successful dribble, 2 passes into the final third, an accurate cross, an accurate long ball,
For a player of
a
that
block, a
stature,
clearance,
it's
a headed
not
clearance,
enough.
4 recoveries, 2 ground duels, and 6 out of 8
It
aerial
sounds
duels.
good when you say it like that, but it compare it to
Because I'm
John
highlighting it
Stones, it's
over
not.
an entirety of a game. Like,
Let's see John Stones.
Hold on. What do you think for now?
Okay. Well, I've already made my hand up, but you guys are just chatting right now.
Yeah,
But for me, Fofana can't be in there over Palmer or even
Maddison.
because Maddison did that against Villa. I think Palmer has to go in the front three, Brennan Johnson and Son.
Yep.
And it's gonna be John Stones or Declan Rice. That's a tough one.
can you go through what Stones did? Because that
Yeah,
will
I
will
need to
give
hear
us an
Stones.
answer.
But
You're on football.
Fofana's out.
Because I think they are. I think it probably has
love
similar
Fofana,
performances.
and he's been scoring, and he scored a worldie, but he just doesn't get in this. He's not team of the week worthy.
To be honest, I did forget about Madison. That's a
Yeah.
fair shout. We didn't talk about Madison at all, did we? Like it's.
Sorry, you want to win? Or not?
I'm.
No, I don't get it.
I am leaning
The thing is, like,
towards
he's
Madison
just
more.
arguing.
Well, Madison's
to
already
get
in.
me to pick him.
It's just-
No, actually, I'm thinking about football and that. But
No,
I
you're
want to
not.
win. Yeah, big, but I want to win too. I need to
Do we
defend my
have
man.
an Arsenal player in yet?
I don't think we do.
Do Ben White.
Oh, yeah, Ben White.
Ben White.
But as that's the thing, right? Arsenal won and got themselves top of the table, whilst Man City drew
They
and should
scraped.
and probably deserved to lose against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And
the reason they didn't
drops
is
off top.
because of John Stones.
no, the reason they didn't is because the referee didn't give a penalty when he probably should have done.
Oof.
But in terms of things that actually happened,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
the difference
yeah,
maker.
He got
Yeah,
the goal.
7 recoveries to 4.
7 recoveries, 2 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 2 blocks.
So
That's less than Rice.
It's not. It's
That's less.
blocks is more. Headed recoveries, we've got 6.
But also, don't forget
touches,
that,
63.
that Rice was playing more as a box-to-box than a DM, and John Stones was playing as a centre-back and an attacking midfielder at the same time. So
Yeah, but I think Declan Rice was moving backwards. I think Jorginho
John
needs to
Stones-
step
What
up.
rating did he get?
8.5.
Did John Stones
Hey.
score?
Rice
He
got
did score,
8.5.
he did score.
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
good, bro.
You
I'm
know what?
telling you.
I'm gonna say John Stones.
What the pero por qué?
Because first of all, what is Declan Rice? Declan Rice is a midfielder. He is a midfielder.
Yeah.
John Stones is technically kind of playing out of position.
John
I
Stones
think-
has been playing
wouldn't say
midfield
John
for
Stones
years,
for
bro.
Now, for now, I wouldn't say he's
Okay,
played.
no,
He's
for
played.
years. My asshole. He's been playing for 2 years, bro. What are you talking
Bro,
about?
that's years. That's multiple years.
January-
Okay,
January
but
last
you're saying it like
year.
he's done it for 10
He
years.
played the Champions
But
League
this is the
final.
thing, right?
Hey,
This
guys,
is
you
the
guys
state-
want to
this is
argue
the-
with the guy that's running the whole thing?
Sorry, I'm
do you?
putting.
Yellow card.
I'm just saying.
You still have a
Minus-
chance to win the quiz, guys.
Yellow
Yeah,
card
yeah,
for
yeah.
dissent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the-
I would like to say if we're gonna, we'll concede, but like, if we talk about, we'll
Very,
concede.
very honourable of you.
Yeah.
You have no
Thank
choice.
you.
We have no choice, but like,
You have no choice.
is it? I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the John Stones story. Like, you probably have.
Oh, yeah.
But like the fact that he grew up in the Barnsley youth system, and the head of youth at Barnsley wanted them to play like prime Barcelona, and they trained them to take lots of touches and lots of. He couldn't pass more. He couldn't score unless you passed it 5 times first. So he grew up as a centre back, playing for Barnsley, playing at right back as well, so he could pass it.
So he was like a
He was trained to play like Barcelona at Barnsley.
The game that made us buy him, he played at right back for Everton
Yeah,
against us.
exactly.
Out of position. That was the only game that season that he played right back.
Yeah.
And he was still good enough that we wanted to splash
Yeah.
40 million, but that has been worth
And also, like, the fact that you nearly sold him to Arsenal, and then he came back and got himself into that team.
No one trusted him. No
one
one
trusted
him to stay. I did. I knew he was going to come back. He's always been my
Yeah.
favourite.
You have to put respect on his name for fighting to come back.
He kept company out of the team when he was fit. In our Centurion season, he kept Vincent Kompany, the club captain and best centre back we've ever had, and one of
Yeah.
the best Premier League centre backs of all time, out of the team. at like 23.
Yeah, and then Company just twatted it into the top corner against Leicester in one of the.
Anyway, let's see
Anyways,
this
let's
question.
move
Fucking
on to the
Leicester.
quiz. Now, the score right now, I believe, is 2-1.
No, it's 1 point. We got 1 point.
We got 1.2.
No, but for the
Oh, it's not.
for the
It's
team of the week,
whoever
My
wins
bad,
team of
my
the week
bad.
gets 1 point.
Okay.
So they win and they get 1 point.
it would have been 3-1. But that's
It
fine.
doesn't matter. We're winning.
You can
this
take
thing.
3-1 if you want.
No,
Yeah.
we're not going to take.
No,
we're
no,
not
no,
going to
no,
take 3-1.
Madison-
No, it's
no.
1-0.
Because you had Madison Stone.
If we prepped.
McAllister.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had 1.
And they had
To be fair, we got
Yeah,
Robinson.
you
We
guys
probably shouldn't have
lost
done
your
so.
full midfield, that's-
Next week I'm going to be. Next week my exam's going to be in. And I'll be prepared. But
Okay,
Right,
it's a quiz.
It's a presentation, not an exam.
How do you guys feel about
it's an exam.
Are you
I
confident
didn't
with your partners? Are you
didn't do
confident?
any revision for
I'm
this. So,
I'm confident with myself. With my partner, I don't know.
No? Why?
Shut the fuck up. Just get on with the question.
Let's go.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
So, Svilar saved a penalty for Roma against Fiorentina.
Oh yeah.
What country does he represent?
Spila.
Serbia, Slovenia, or Czech Republic?
What?
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 Say again.
What?
He missed Belgium or something, didn't
Bro, he switched nationality. He switched nationality.
I heard him whisper a nationality. He went,
Wait, what?
Can you repeat that? Oh my god, Henry, that was horrendous.
Mate, when he
Spell
played
his name.
when he played for
Villa.
Benfica against us in the Champions League.
Svilar.
Can you
No, he's the guy who played against us in the Champions League that year. Yeah, and he dropped it in his own net when he played for Benfica against Man United, and he was fucking
Sorry,
Belgium.
Vale,
"You
thank
don't care."
Can you repeat the?
Okay,
the
I will
options,
I'll repeat again. Yes,
Thank you.
he's either Serbian,
Yeah.
Slovenian,
Uh-huh.
or from Czech Republic. Which one?
You're so loud, mate.
Yeah, can you shut up?
Bro, I'm fucking whispering. Well, how can you hear that?
Because the
Your
room,
whispering's very loud.
the room
Yeah, it's soundproof too. So sound kind of.
Fucking soundproofing.
is this.
I'm happy
You
to
got an
back you.
answer?
It's either that or the other
You
one.
got
It's
an
not.
answer.
What
Yes.
was it? Serbia, Slovenia.
Serbia,
I'm-
Slovenia,
yeah,
or
yeah,
Czech
yeah.
Republic.
Yeah, right.
He's got easy half Eastern European. He should know a bit, you know.
Is he?
Because
He's half Polish. Well,
Oh, shit, yeah,
Still,
Polish.
well, he should understand the names, the language a bit.
Bro,
Yeah.
he was born in Belgium. He's from Belgium. Like just because he doesn't play for them
you
anymore.
take no.
Did
Anyway.
you listen to the question, Henry? The question says, "What country does he represent?"
Yeah, but I'm saying the name doesn't help because
Shut
the
up.
name is
Move
Belgium.
on.
Well, don't argue with me. The question is there. Answer the question.
Henry,
I
we
don't
need to
think
hurry
that's a
up.
Belgian
Do you not want
name
a red
either.
show later? Anyway, let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, we got it.
The biggest stadium in Italy is Roma's Stadio Olimpico, but what's the second largest stadium in the Serie A
Largest.
this season? Second largest stadium in terms of capacity in Serie A this season.
Vale.
Options are Stadio Artemio Franchi of Fiorentina,
Uh-huh.
Stadio Diego Armando Maradona of Napoli, or the Allianz Stadium, Juventus. I think we pronounced that all pretty alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I was gonna say it
Tempted
before
by
you give the
that
options.
plus
to
But
pick.
repeat, please.
That one.
Same
but-
question?
No, like the
Oh,
options only.
Okay, so either Fiorentina, Napoli, or Juventus Stadium.
Yeah, no,
Vale.
it's definitely that one.
Uf,
Yeah.
no lo sé, eh.
Is this like
Second largest, yeah? Not
Capacity.
yes,
Yes.
capacity.
not
Vale.
like average attendance?
Que no,
capacity.
capacity.
Capacity,
Total
okay.
capacity.
Okay, cool.
It could be this one
Vale,
too.
vale,
eh?
vale.
Yeah, this is massive.
No. Unless they recently had work done on it.
Bueno,
You
let's
confident?
forget.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And then third question: who is the current captain of AC Milan? Is it Davide Calabria, Theo Hernandez, or Simon Kjaer?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. It's either that one or like
It's-
that one.
Oof.
Say the names again.
I don't think it is. I think
Davide
his
Calabria,
nationality is
Theo
captain. I think it's him.
Hernandez, or Simon
I think it's him.
Kjaer?
Yeah, I know.
No, stick with him. I'm happy.
For a while.
If we get it wrong, we get it wrong.
He wasn't.
He's going to.
I'm not going to be pissed if we guess that and get it wrong. If we go with the other one and get it wrong, I'll be pissed.
Vale.
I think we stick with
Vale,
him.
venga.
Yeah.
Let's
Got
go.
all?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Guys,
Still
please, we
discussing?
don't have all day, eh?
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
give you like a 5-second countdown.
Cinco,
Okay, got it.
cuatro,
Are you confident?
Yeah.
yes,
Let's go.
tres.
Are you confident?
Yeah. Yeah.
If we get it wrong,
Very
if we get it
confident.
wrong, I'm not going to be upset with myself for getting it wrong.
Okay.
Just type it.
So question 1, Svilar, what country does he represent?
Serbian.
He's Serbian.
Slovakia.
Serbia.
No,
is that
Slovenia.
Slovenia, sorry.
Still wrong.
Yeah.
Serbia is
I
the
mean,
right
Serbia.
answer.
That's fine.
Come on. Come on.
Number 2.
He's
what is
Belgium,
the
but-
second largest stadium in Serie A this season?
Napoli.
Allianz Stadium.
It is indeed not.
Me cago en su putísima madre. Lo sabía, tío.
No, the thing is, like, I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed because like that was a.
Okay.
They must have
Then
recently
I
had
know
work done on it or something. Man.
Who is the
No,
current
I-
captain of AC Milan?
You go first.
No,
I
you
know
go
as
first.
a fact that at least 2 seasons ago it was Calabria, so we're going with Calabria. I don't think
We-
it'd have
I'm
lost it.
Thing is, we're also going with Calabria, but they've won if we go with Calabria for sure. So shall we go for the other one?
No, they haven't won. No. Yeah.
No, because we
won,
guess
yeah,
the
they
same
won.
because they're 2-1 up
Yeah.
right now. Do we go with the other one
Mm.
even if it's wrong? Like just because.
I think it might be category.
Simon Kjaer.
You're gonna go Simon.
Let's go for it.
It's
Yeah.
official, you're changing,
Yes.
and you're sticking.
Yes.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Calabria.
Yes. I knew it. No.
So
We
No,
lost
I
either
know.
way.
I know. It was Calabria.
is-
It was
3-1
Calabria.
demolishing.
Thing is, we lost
Yeah, it
either
was
way.
Calabria. It was Calabria.
We knew it was Calabria, but it was like
Calabria.
we've got to go
Yeah,
with something
I'm glad I
different.
changed my mind at the end there. Then I was stressed.
But for sure, Kjaer is one of the captains.
Yeah, 100%. Well, he's
I think
Danish
all of them
captain. He's Danish captain, I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
all of them are
Simon
captains.
Kjaer may be like one of the
Vice captains, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Teo's captain
Theo
as well.
probably like takes the armband if someone's out.
Fuck, we lost.
But yeah, you've lost. So
We
that's-
didn't
Yeah.
get punishment.
Yeah, I've
You
still
guys
got
are
You still got a
saying-
punishment
you
anyway.
still have a punishment pending, I think.
Have we not got one yet?
Has
I don't.
everyone
I
decided
don't.
one?
And
Sorry,
it's
I don't.
Carlos.
I don't want to be with Henry again in the team.
Yeah.
actually.
So
Well, that can be your punishment. if
that
you want.
means forehead and forehead are the only people able to get punished.
Forehead and forehead.
Forward and forehead.
That's your team name. We said this earlier.
No, it's not forehead and forehead.
Yes,
Forward
it is.
and forehead.
You didn't say that. You
You
said
did.
forward and forehead.
You did.
Thank you.
Bro.
Yes.
I'm the deaf one, man. Come on.
But yes. What are we now?
Spanish phrase.
Yeah, Spanish phrase. So I'm gonna pass to Henry's gonna say it.
Henry's still gonna say it. Yeah.
Henry
Vale.
will still say it.
Yeah, give it to me.
I'm gonna chat it.
Oh, he could cheat. Because he could just.
How am I gonna
No,
know?
no.
Actually, no, he doesn't want to cheat.
I technically like
Whilst he writes it down,
Yes.
the new rule.
the,
Vale.
with the debate. thing.
What's the new?
Have you not
what-
already
Just
written
the-
it?
Okay, yeah. So
No,
basically,
just gonna- I'm gonna
if they
type
get
it.
if one of them gets it
Okay.
right.
You
basically,
can send it to me.
what's his name? Yes, I need the mic. That's a good idea. Basically, Carlos and Henry are still like they're gonna guess individually. Obviously, Carlos won't guess because he is Spanish and he understands everything.
Yeah.
He's gonna give out the Spanish phrase. Henry will still say it as per normal. I will instead be guessing on behalf, well, not on behalf. We're all guessing individually.
Yeah.
Here, we have 3 guesses each. If I were
Fuck,
to get it right, I can
Wait,
pick
wait,
between
wait,
the
wait,
losers who gets punished.
Yep.
If one of you guys get it right,
Same
same
thing.
thing. If one of you guys, let's say, if no one gets
Wait,
it right,
wait.
just
I
if
was
no one
thinking-
gets it right, and that means he wins, he can pick either himself to do the punishment or
Mm.
Henry.
Listen.
Okay? If Henry wins, he can do the same thing. He can pick himself or Carlos.
So either way, it's one of us
Wait,
two.
wait.
Yes, because you guys are losers. So, if you
Brutal.
pick yourself, you will be able to be ineligible for. Oh, that's double
Yeah.
positive there, but yeah, you won't be able to be picked for punishment next week,
So you get a week off, basically.
even
Yes.
if you learn the losing team.
Yes.
You get to then select like someone else to take your punishment.
And
position,
also the
losing
juicy
position.
part. The
Oh,
juicy
yes.
part is, if you do pick yourself, and you find out what the punishment is, you have like 10 seconds, and you can switch it to Carlos
You can pass
next
off to
week.
Carlos.
But you have to do it instantly.
But you have to do it instantly. There's no like.
There's no punishment for doing that. You don't get
No,
the
no.
free thing
No,
next week.
You just don't get the free
That's
one.
only because you won the Spanish phrase. That's
Yes.
the only reason. Is because you have that like.
Oh,
veto.
So you can just give it to Carlos straight away.
Yeah, you can if you want.
If not, you can pick yourself, and there's a high chance that you might get it next week. But if you like it, then it means you're off for the week after.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay.
So let me. Pass
Have
over
you got
to
one ready
now.
then? Have you got a punishment ready to give me once
No.
I lose?
No, because it's next week's punishment.
Yeah. So we'll tell it to you next
Yeah.
week if you lose.
And I'll have 10 seconds once.
But
I
you
lose.
might not.
Yeah.
You're probably not
But
going to get it anyway.
But
So
if
shut
you
up.
get it right, yeah. Read it out. Read it out. Go on.
Okay. Los Ducates son.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
Try
God.
that
Bro.
again. That was mad.
Sounds horrific.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do it slowly, alright? I know you do it really quickly. I'm gonna do it slowly. Los de Cadiz
Los de Cadiz.
son tea buena gente.
That was horrendous still, but
Do you want to say it, Carlos?
los de
Yeah.
Cádiz son tela buena gente.
Slow it down, bro.
Los de Cádiz son tela buena gente.
What's the last word?
Can we see it?
Buena
No,
gente.
no, we don't see it. We have to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
don't
get.
know
I'm
what's
gonna
it.
use-
He doesn't have a clue.
He doesn't count. He
matter,
doesn't
like-
count.
I'm gonna use
I
one of
know
those.
what it is.
So,
Los-
Taylor, what's the last one?
Wait, what's the thing again?
Last word.
Los de Cádiz son tela buena gente.
Buena gente.
I feel like he said this before.
Buena.
The only word I know in there is Cadiz.
Yes, Cadiz
The
is-
only
I'm
one I
assuming
know
that's
in
the
there.
team, right?
He's not even said Cadiz. It's Cadiz.
Cadiz.
Cádiz.
Los Cadiz.
Cadiz.
Cádiz.
What is it? Los Cadiz.
Los de
Los-
Cádiz son
los de
tela buena
Cádiz.
gente.
Son telo buena gente. Anyone want to go first?
Okay,
Probably
I'll
not
go
him.
First because my guess is probably the most irrelevant.
I mean, the bars are really.
Yeah, but I'll say the Cadiz team are on the up.
No.
No. Although
the Cadiz. People of Cadiz are good people.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
You got it.
Did I
Well,
get
you got it. What?
That's
Oh my god! What?
Wow.
So
Well,
like,
it's
those
not
of
actually-
Cadiz
it's
are
actu-
very good people.
Yeah.
Hey.
No way.
That's crazy.
No.
You know,
That's the first time.
someone's guessed it first try. Well done.
Wow, I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
respect.
Amazing.
That was
Respect.
shit for me as well.
that was.
That was
Yeah,
impressive.
so-
I thought you said like it was completely wrong.
Yeah.
No.
That's
I-
what I was expecting. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey,
Who
no,
you
in that
picking?
case,
He went on. He went on and said,
So
Who are you
he-
picking?
he-
Wow.
You're
So
doing the punishment
Isaac,
anyway, so it's one
you
must
get
do
to
it with
pick.
No, you're
One of them.
you're always doing the punishment. One of you two. He's got it
I
right.
have a
He's
set. I have a
talking
separate
about the one
punishment.
he
Oh, he's got a
hasn't
separate
done.
punishment.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll just do it together. Like,
Yes.
just do the same thing.
He's got a different punishment.
Yeah.
He's got a different punishment.
"That's mad."
Yeah.
That's mad.
Anyway, so Isaac, who you picking?
That was
You
impressive.
got fucking angry there for a second.
I thought you put it. You say I'm doing it. I was
No,
like,
no,
no.
no.
I was like,
He's
fuck
got one
you.
as well.
You looked at me and said yours.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna let fate decide. Heads, tails. Heads or tails?
Okay, Carlos said heads.
Carlos said
Heads.
Sorry, needs to
So
turn on fair play
I'm
mode.
Carlos's heads and I'm tails.
Yes.
Heads or tails?
No, he's taking time.
1 sec. It's really deciding. It's tails.
Whoa!
It's Henry.
Wait, does that mean Henry's?
No,
or
you can't.
Henry's got the.
You
Henry's
can't,
got-
but I have the
Henry's got
final
it.
decision
And he doesn't
anyway.
get a bye for the week after either.
So he got double
Yep.
punishment or what?
He's got one
No, he's
punishment.
got one punishment.
So me and Isaac have both got punishment to do next week.
Yes.
Yeah, but different punishment.
Different punishments.
But you have.
No, he's got nothing.
Has there
Yeah.
already been any thoughts on what my punishment's going to be?
Would be a surprise for next week.
I have something.
Oh, we're doing it next week.
Yeah, we'll do it next week.
Okay.
So tune in next week for 2 punishments. And we'll see you
Yippee.
guys next week for the Purple Show. Cheers, guys.
See ya.